Nope. Still nope. Yep, that'll work. We were under a wind advisory all day. I don't enjoy being on the water or on a bike in windy conditions, but I wanted to go play outside, so I went and hiked Trail 6 at Charlestown State Park in Charlestown, Indiana. I've hiked Charlestown a lot and have been on every trail except Trail 6. The description said it was rugged but had some nice views of the Ohio River and that the trail took hikers past a waterfall. That all sounded good to me. If you go, stop by the park office and pick up a trail guide. There are posts along the trail with letters referring to features explained in that guide. I did not have the guide with me, so I'm basically clueless. Southeastern Indiana is mostly rock, and Trail 6 has plenty of it. There were also lots of routes. 6 was built before modern trail building standards were widely adopted, and there's a lot of fall line sections with typical erosion issues. It's not as bad here as at other locations, just real rooty in some places. Likewise, there are some low spots that stay muddy much longer than the rest of the trail. A newer trail would have been routed around these areas or have design elements to mitigate the muck. There are stretches of mellow trail in the shade, bits that leave you cooking in the sun, and some places that are supposed to provide views of the river. You might see the river in winter when the trees are bare, but the only view I had today was through this utility corridor. The park occupies part of what had been the Indiana Army ammunition plant for decades. Bits of the former military presence show up all around the park, including on Trail 6. A pile of lumber, a random brick, the remnants of a gate, concrete that once held posts in place. I came across a couple of lean-tos on my hike. I don't know if this is the homeless. They look too tidy for that. Maybe a youth project or just folks with a hatchet and time on their hands. The trail leads to a bridge over a creek that creates a small waterfall nearby. That waterfall was pretty this day, and I think it would be really beautiful after a good rain. I used a different camera today, a Panasonic Lumix that I use for client work. It's a good camera, but I'm not sure I'd buy the current equivalent model if this one failed. I'll give more information on the Patreon page for my behind-the-scenes supporters. All in all, this was an enjoyable hike. Trail 1 at Charlestown remains my favorite by a wide margin, but I'll come back and do Trail 6 again. I'm Rich Reese, and I'll see you out there.